There have been so many rumors circulating the internet over the past few months about the next generations of consoles from Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, but now apparently Sony is planning to release a Pro version of the PlayStation 5 this year after cutting their outlook. But before we get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, follow me on social media, and consider supporting through Patreon or through YouTube memberships. This is a CNBC article. It says Sony is likely to release a refreshed version of the PlayStation 5 this year, analysts told CNBC, after the company cut its forecast for sales of its flagship console. The move would be designed to boost interest in the PlayStation 5 and offer a souped-up piece of hardware ready for the release of Grand Theft Auto 6 in 2025, one of the decade's most hotly anticipated game, the analysts said. It's not that there isn't interest in the PlayStation 5, it's that people cannot afford the PlayStation 5 plus the $70 games that go along with it. If they slash the price, people would purchase it. It's not that there isn't interest, it's just that it's too expensive, especially given the increase in game costs. It says first released in November 2020, Sony's PlayStation 5 is now more than 3 years old, and the Japanese gaming giant cut its forecast last week for PlayStation 5 sales for the fiscal year ending in March from 25 million units to 21 million units. The article even goes on to say so far Sony launched a slightly upgraded PlayStation 5 last year, as well as a handheld console called the PlayStation Portal, but the PS5 Pro would likely be a bigger upgrade. Are they really counting the smaller size and ability to detach the optical drive as an upgrade? Because the graphical hardware in it is exactly the same. This is the type of news that we're getting from tech journalists and industry analysts. It's smaller, so it's upgraded. That is a complete crock of shit. You know how you get more sales? It's pretty easy. You do what happened to all the past generations of consoles, and you lower the prices as the console gets older, which they haven't done with this one so far, especially if you're seeing a decline in revenue. You can't tell me that after all of this time, it hasn't gotten cheaper to manufacture the system. They don't become more expensive to manufacture over time, they become cheaper, and instead of dropping in price in some areas of the world, they've actually raised it for hardware that's designed over 5 years ago. It's just insane that it sounds like internally they're not sure what to do, but they clearly have a path laid out for them. Yeah, sure. I mean, I think it's inevitable that they were going to release a PlayStation 5 Pro or an upgraded PlayStation 5 before a massive release like a Grand Theft Auto 6 because they want good hardware. Of course, they want to make more money. They want people to basically just get excited for the massive release that will be Grand Theft Auto 6, but at the same time, so many of these rumors have been absolutely out of control. Like, it's inevitable Sony's going to release new hardware and that all these companies will, but whether it's a PlayStation 5 Pro or a PlayStation 6, I don't think any of these people actually know. And any of us could write an article that says, in the future, Sony and Nintendo and Microsoft are going to release new hardware, but that's just a given. It's how the market works. As far as specifics behind that new hardware, none of these guys are ever getting it correct, so why the hell are we still listening to them? Because it's fun to speculate? I mean, sure, but that's all it is speculation. The only source of information about new hardware that anybody should listen to is a press release from the manufacturer. If it's not a statement from them, we should disregard. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.